This is San Carlos Boulevard, and we've seen a lot of that drone video from above. From the ground, we're getting a look at just how enormous the task ahead is going to be to clean up and get everything back to normal, because we're seeing homes that are crushed, pickups that are just littered all over the place, along with boats like this one to my right. And if we zoom down the street here, it is the same story. Take a look at some of this video. There is just a stunning image of one of these large boats that was washed away by the storm surge, slammed, crushing another pickup truck, and it's the same visual up and down the street here. Really gives you an idea of just the cleanup ahead, which hasn't even begun. And the cost of all this, how astronomical it is going to be. And we've also been talking to people who are now regretting not having evacuated in time for the storm, realizing just how lucky they are to be alive.
A lot of people didn't heed the warning because they were like, Irma wasn't so bad. Irma turned early. It didn't do what it was supposed to do. This one didn't do that. You gotta leave when they tell you to leave.
And Michelle Luciani, who we spoke to, tells us she practically had to force her mother to evacuate. She tells us most of her neighbors did not and are now dealing with the consequences of having stayed behind, and not just the cleanup and the destruction. Many of these neighbors are telling us they don't have home insurance because they can either not afford it or they could not find a company to insure their homes. So that is such a nightmare and a crisis yet to come for so many of the people living out here. That's latest here, guys. Back to you.
It's definitely going to be a domino effect in terms of insurance and the cost of rebuilding. And what are you hearing? Are some of these people saying, you know what, I'm done, I'm not going to stay here on the west coast of Florida? Or do they have that feeling that they're going to come back and rebuild and be strong?
So many of the folks that we've been talking to are people who have lived here for decades. So you can imagine the ties, the community ties that they have to this area. Many of them are being optimistic. They feel and think that they can rebuild. But when you ask them what happens the next time around a hurricane of this magnitude hits the area, are you still going to stay? Are you going to evacuate? And I think there is a lot of contemplating that a lot of these families, some very difficult decisions that they're going to have to make as to whether they stay or they leave in the coming weeks and months.
And Christian, I saw you talking to a man who was on top of his roof, and I'm sure you talked to people who rode out this storm out there. How are they describing living and surviving through something like that? Did they give you any details of what it was like?
Well, virtually everyone that we've spoken to never thought that stuff like this was going to happen, that the water was going to be so high. And so they were taken by surprise, and many of them had no option but to climb on their roofs, like that man that we spoke to. Many of them had to swim to safety. And again, just coming to the realization, number one, that it was a mistake to stay behind, and number two, just realizing how easily they could have lost their lives. There is still a search and rescue operation underway, still missing people. Of course, there's the death count that's expected to climb. So a lot of these people, it's just so overwhelming and just so heartbreaking. The coming weeks, a lot of cleanup, a lot of difficult decisions up ahead.
All right, thank you so much. And yeah, you said it, there's still so many people unaccounted for at this point.